if somebody like me come out and tell and say Nigeria case no be here, now understatements. If you have seen a bit of life, even if you go on Ghana, you go see the difference. Now, war day for Sudan. May they go carry their citizen. Nigeria, they announced millions of naira. Why be say they know they talk for naira when they always use dollar? That is to tell you that naira does not have value anymore. But however, the same students were abandoned for over 5 hours in the desert, and they have to plead for their own passports. With their own passport, that is what Italian call accord. They have to go into agreement with the bossman so that they can continue their journey. And this the same Nigeria will be soon. I don't put person will be saying need a recharger now. And whenever I look at it, I say, where are we really going? So Mona, take a look at this video before I go tell Una piece of my mind.
Again, what's trending with a video that got many Nigerians, home and abroad, outraged. It's a video that went viral on social media showing some of the students evacuated from the war-torn country Sudan, stranded in a desert after the buses provided by the federal government of Nigeria to transport the students to the Egyptian border, from where they would be eventually airlifted to Nigeria, suddenly stopped. Well, according to one of the students, the drivers of the buses refused to continue on the journey because they were not paid. The students were allegedly stranded in the desert with no security for over 5 hours.
Before we started this journey, we have to go on several fighting. Can you imagine that we are stuck in this desert for 5 hours?
We don't know which state we are.
Like we don't know the situation we are. We don't have water. Our money has finished. Can you imagine? And they said the vehicle drivers, they said they are not moving their bus. They said they are not moving their buses because they don't give them money. Which type of attitude is this one? Look at this place. We're stuck in desert. We don't even have compass. We don't know the way we are.
We don't know the place we are.
Everything has finished. We are done.
We don't have anything. Everything has finished.
We don't have
No money,
we don't have
no
anything.
food.
We don't have compass. We even know our location. We're in an unknown environment with a very big danger.
And this is outrageous. Well, the chairperson of the Nigerians in the Diaspora Commission, Abike Dabi-Erewa, swiftly responded to that viral video, stating that the evacuation process was a tedious one and that challenges were expected, adding that the government is in touch with the students and that the relevant agencies would resolve the situation. Well, taking to Twitter, Abike wrote, I have just spoken to Naima, Nigeria. He confirmed the buses have continued their journey and said whatever issues have been resolved. Well, another Instagram user, I believe the person claimed to be a student, immediately debunked her claims and called her a liar. He wrote, you're a liar. They continued because the students gave their passports to the drivers until the payment has been made. I mean, Rufai, this is quite a... We have seen evacuations across, different countries. Why Nigeria? What is really going on here? That was ridiculous. I mean, at first I thought it was a joke. I didn't think it was a real video until she responded to that video. Why on earth would this happen?
You see, yesterday, you were not around when this issue was raised. I remember what I said. I said it's not supposed to be a big deal, but because of the lack of trust and the public distrust the public has, we have a right to be able to question that $1.2 million. You see, like I was a prophet, I knew something was going to happen. You see, I don't know why Nigerian matter will always have K-leg. The leg is not always straight. This was not a big deal. It was just an evacuation. If you had contacted the transport company for the 40 buses, you should be able to negotiate with them. And then midway, the drivers held the people to ransom. That was holding to ransom. In the middle of nowhere, 4 to 5 hours, that was holding them to ransom. The other question you also asked, would like to ask Neymar, is the fact that in the first batch of buses, didn't they have representatives to follow them? So that in a case where the driver was going to do this, they were going to negotiate with them and say, keep going. How was the money spent? Who was the money given to? We will always mock ourselves one way or the other.
Remember yesterday, we said the same thing.
Yeah, we know evacuations are a big deal. But you see, the truth is, when you see a case of evacuation and it's something as petty as money and accountability that is causing the discrepancy, and it's very bad. To the extent that the driver had to get a shorty by collecting the passport, allegedly. By this person. And there was another student interviewed yesterday that said they are even making alternative arrangements, that at a point they couldn't even get the logistics right, and they were first saying state by state basis you enter the bus, but it got to a stage it was survival of the fittest, quoting that student again, allegedly. Then you know it's all bad. Then the comparison in balancing what's happening in Britain. At least, yeah, Britain has dropped the ball too in its own evacuation. America dropped the ball in evacuation in Afghanistan. Yes. But at least we didn't hear that somebody was not paid money. So it is the pettiness of the Nigerian case. And we can't allow this national shame to continue. So we must ask questions. Who was the money given to? Who procured those buses? Who made the deal? Was the deal not finally sealed that it took the drivers to get midway before they endangered the lives of these people? It was a war zone, anything could have happened.
Absolutely. We talked about the amount. Wasn't it? They said $1.2 million.
They said $1.2 million. We saw a voucher at which through Jai's Bank where they paid $150 million. What happened? Exactly. We must be able to get to the root of this matter. This matter is not supposed to be a big, because what happened there is a national embarrassment. And you see, I'm happy that Madam Abike confirmed it, that it happened actually. Because some people will have quickly said, oh, the video is fake news. Some people, the enemies of government. And when we criticize, they say, hey, we want our country to do well. But the shame is already on us.
Yes. I mean, like you were saying, Abike actually posted a video on Thursday while, she was giving updates on the evacuation process. She stated that the students were being organized into buses according to their state of origin. That caused a lot of uproar. I mean, where is that video if you can have it? But I'll take a tweet from Damien, who was actually upset. He wrote, I'm confused here. Can someone please explain how conveying Nigerian students on the basis of their state of origin make things easy? I'll take another tweet from IPC Justice. They wrote, in a time when national unity and cohesion are paramount for the growth and development of Nigeria, it is important to prioritize language and actions that promote inclusivity and together.
So, however the case may be, una don't say am be, but you don't shocktalize una. In case if una dey for abroad, una get chance stay leave Nigeria. Una dey make pen, pipi. Una remember, so when it will happen to una, Papa no dey for una. No talk less of una own country where supposed to come rescue una. Other people go they carry their people. When it comes to Nigeria matter, you go no say yes. But there is something nobody is telling anybody in Nigeria. Where are we going? What is the hope for the young people? And why our parents decided to pour us these insults? Humiliation. Our parents finish us. Let's look at the truth now. Some they try. Some of them try. They were really trying. Why be say some not fighting for Nigeria is the worst mistake our parents have made. And the seed they sow, that is what we are reaping today. The fruit, that is what we have today. The fruits of the seed they sow, they don't do anything. And they should be very, very displeased with their choice. And they should come out and fight now. Because they are very, very more hectic to fight now. They should fight for the young people. Because when they think, they look, sometimes when things happening, I will just tell myself, your country good either. So just lock up. You know Hindustan is not good because you know you do not have a choice. Nigeria is the worst country so far anybody can come out from. It's so bad. It's so bad. It's indescribable. The kind of weather is bad. Imagine somebody that is already in agony, that is already in pain, that have to run for his dear life, being stranded in the desert. And there is Somebody there that is telling you that it is my turn to rule, and the court of your country cannot do the right thing because they are the same people. They do not care about your own personal welfare. And when you are renewing your passport, it's like you are asking for God to give you life.